Hello everyone, welcome back to another multiplayer video. This is going to be the Dwarves versus Chaos. For my army, the front line, which is now currently on the move, was originally made up of 2 Hammerers and the Grumbling Guard, backed up by our leadership of Grombrindle the White Dwarf and Runesmith. The back line was made up of, I say was because again we're moving in information or out of formation right now, is 4 miners, 2 on this flank, 2 on this flank, and also we have 2 additional slayers backing up in the rear, 2 troll hammer torpedoes, and then a single cannon. The cannon was made, or I brought it basically to snipe enemy cannons. I thought maybe they would take a single cannon. Well, the enemy took 4 hell cannons. I'm going to try and get our cannon to start firing at this one in hopes to destroy it. But yes, we got 4 enemy hell cannons, a marauder line with great weapons, and then 1 normal marauder, 2 manticores, 2 of the normal chaos chariots. I thought they were Gorbies. Normal chaos chariots, and then Sartorial the Ever Watcher. 4 chaos cannons. So I'm like, oh, is that the kind of game we're going to be having here today? All right. So judging or looking at the terrain here, I was like, the safe spot for me is going to be right here. The angle of these chaos cannons to fire at an army that's right here, you can see that there's going to be a little lip, so they're going to have to kind of fire over and arc their shots, and hopefully the shots will arc over our heads and land behind us. So right now I'm planning to get the approach this position, line up, and then we will charge over the hill, hopefully have cover from the crest of the hill from the cannons. So that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be moving over there. The manticores are going to be coming over here to try and threaten our cannon. I'm going to leave, I think, just 1 slayer group to protect our cannon, because I still want this thing to destroy all of the chaos cannons. That is the goal. But it's going to take a while to actually, I think, destroy the cannon. You can see we've done a lot of damage to the cannon crew so far. But the idea is we destroy the actual cannon, which we haven't done yet, and there are 4 of them here. So I'm just going to kind of let our cannon do its thing. Manticore is going to be flying over there. That's when I'm going to pull back one of our slayers. The other slayer is going to be coming over here with my main force, because we do also have 2 chariots and Sartorial to worry about, and all of those are good targets for our slayers to handle. So there we go. We're going to get into that manticore there. This manticore, I think, also goes to our dwarf cannon as well when it can. And over here you can already see that the terrain is blocking some of these shots, although we did take a pretty heavy hit with the hammers right there. But the angle that these things are firing at makes it so that a lot of their shots miss. Because, I mean, look at this angle. They have to fire over the hill, and then it has to come down pretty sharply to try and hit our line. And so they're either going to undershoot or they're going to overshoot is the goal. And so far it's kind of working. We have blocked a lot of shots because of the terrain that we have chosen to line up behind. Here comes the Chaos Chariots on this flank, and over here, I'm going to try and get our Slayers over here, pound on it with the Miners, and I want to try and get the the Troll Hammer Torpedoes to start shooting into the Chaos Chariots, because the Troll Hammers can destroy Chariots pretty quickly. Meanwhile, over here, my 1 Slayer group is dealing with the 2 Feral Manticores. The Cannon crew, I think, is off of the cannon at this point. And you can see the Chariots doing some good work over here on the left flank. Sartorial's over here taking it to our Hammers. Going to try and get Grombrindle and our Runesmith over there to do some damage if we can. And also going to be pulling our Troll Hammer Torpedoes over here as well. So Sartorial does have a lot of missile resistance. I think it's 60%. So he's going to block a lot of the damage from the Troll Hammer Torpedoes, but it's still going to be a lot of damage. You can see that took out a nice little chunk from Sartorial there. Here comes a final transportation from Sartorial trying to destroy our units. It does pretty good damage. Final transportation is pretty good. There's another wave of Troll Hammer Torpedoes, and even with the range resistance, you can see we have done a lot of damage with the 2 Troll Hammer Torpedoes and Grombrindle trying to kill him. And because of the terrain, again, all of our units are being blocked from the cannons because of this terrain. And the army is separated from these Chaos Chariots and Sartorial, so this allows me to just isolate these targets and try and snipe them with our Troll Hammers. There goes another wave right there. And our Slayers. Meanwhile, over there, we have dealt some damage to the 2 Manticores, so they have temporarily flown off. I think they're going to come back again, trying to get my crew back on the 2 cannons that are left and start firing back into the Chaos Cannons. You can see that my cannon was able to finally take out 1 of the enemy's Hell Cannons. Woo, that was close. But the other 3 have been firing, and they're not getting much done. And so now the enemy, I think, kind of understands what's going on, so they're going to start sending their army forward. You can see Sartorial and the Chariots, I think, are going to temporarily try and go over here, but I don't think they actually make it. I think they cut back. Yeah, there we go. They're going to cut back in. I think the player thought to maybe take out these Slayers because they're kind of isolated by themselves, but I guess they decided against it. Maybe because they saw that I was finally charging. That was a good hit from the Chaos Cannon, but now we're at an easier angle to hit because we're not hiding further down the hill. So even depleted, though, we have enough forces here to take on just a basic line of Chaos Marauders, so I'm not super worried. But those cannon shots, though, it's very scary, because we still have to kill Sartorial. We still have 2 Chariots. We still have 2 Manticores, even though one of them is almost dead. At this point, my cannon is almost fully dead, so I'm going to just bring our Slayers over here, because there's nothing more they can really do over there to help our cannons. And honestly, our cannon crew didn't do that much. It got rid of 1 cannon, but I was really hoping it would hit at least 2 before it was taken out, but oh well. It is what it is. But you can see that our hammers over here, they took too many shots from the Chaos Cannons, but we still do have our Grumbling Guard. This hammer went through the Marauders pretty easily. We are casting the Rune of Wrath and Ruin on these Marauders because there's really not much else to cast that on. So we're going to try and support our fight there with some Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Getting our Slayers again over here as our Troll Hammers are trying to do the best they can to destroy the Chariots and Sartorial in the back. And we're just trying to run interference on those 3 units with our Slayers and our Miners that are back here. Grumbling on the Runesmith going back onto Sartorial because I think that our great Grumbling Guard and the remaining hammers can take care of the rest of the Marauders. Marauders can't really stand up to the hammer damage or the Grumbling Guard, both of which are tanky enough to kind of deal with basic Marauders, so not too worried about them. Manticore coming in, and I believe I'm going to send our Slayers over there to support. There they go. I think they're going to start moving here just briefly. Another hammer group coming back over as well. Trying to do what I can to keep our Troll Hammer Torpedoes alive because we need them to kill all of the key targets because there are still both Chariots out. Sartorial is almost dead, so he's not that big of a deal. But we do still have a mostly fully healed Manticore. But there we go. We made him a Rampage with the damage from the Slayers, so that's going to be good enough to pin him in there. And that is going to be the end, I believe, of that Manticore. At the very least, they're going to have to rout now because of their Rampage. They cannot escape. Chaos Cannon's almost out of ammo. They have managed to do some damage in the later half of this battle, but we are still looking pretty good. Our Slayers are sitting well. Our heroes, well, the Rosemith have seen better days, but Grombrindle's still good enough. And we have taken care of most of their front lines, so that is really good. There we go. That one has shattered. This one, if it comes back down, we can shatter that, I think, pretty quickly. Still have most of our Troll Hammers alive to try and finish off these Chaos Chariots, which is what they're firing at right now. I think there's still another Chaos Chariot. There we go. Another Chaos Chariot over there, so we're going to try and assign them to take him out, I believe, next. And I'm still just kind of ignoring the cannons. There's really no need to charge them because they are now almost out of ammunition, so I'm just like, you know what? We'll keep this position since the enemy is still engaging us here. We still have some cover from the hill with the angle that this cannon is firing. Some cover, not perfect. But it is enough to try and isolate Sartorial, which we just did. Now he is dead. Another Chaos Chariot coming in. This one is finally routed due to our hammers and our Grumbling Guard, who have managed to rout all of the Marauders, who I think are going to be slowly trickling back in now that the Big Bird is dead. Grombrindle and Slayers going around the Chaos Chariot, also getting shot up by the Troll Hammer Torpedoes, and that is going to be a good game for Grombrindle and his Dawi brethren against the 4 Hell Cannons of Sartorial. So the terrain and the position of the enemy cannon emplacements really was like the MVP. I guess also the decision to move our army behind the mountain. I'll take some credit there. But like the terrain blocked so many shots that would have otherwise destroyed our hammers, Grumbling Guard, anything and everything. So it's kind of a risk because by moving my army to the side instead of straight at them, it gave them more time to shoot at me. But I was like, you know what? I feel pretty good about the hill blocking a lot of shots, and it did. So that helped secure us the victory. Also, the enemy just charging in Sartorial and the 2 Chariots only in the beginning allowed us to isolate those 3 and deal a lot of damage before we even had to worry about, excuse me, the Marauder line, so that also helped me out a little bit. Troll Hammers are really good. They're really good. That's it. They're really good. The Hammer still managed to do a lot of damage, and Grombrindle got some damage against Big Bird. That's about it. That's all I needed to do. But anyway, good game to Vincent TVN Smaug. I messed that up so bad. But anyway, let's go watch a cinematic view of the battle.
Move now! Go! Go! Nothing can stop us! Charge!
That must be very scary as the Dawi, though. All of these Hell Cannon shots coming in.
I shall! Fast as you're able! To glory!
Ooh.
Nothing can stop
Ooh.
us! Range far, range fast! Dawi, attack! Dwarfs, ready axes! Don't skirmish! Nothing can stop us!
What up, Big Bird?
Dawi, move it! At the wazzocks! Range far, range fast!
Whoa. I hate how it does that. Like, for whatever reason, the camera would just reset. It happens like at least once a battle. Look at them just trampling all these people. Jeez. I love Big Bird. Big Bird is so cool.
At last, to the fight! Obey me! Plow through! Move now! Put those dwarven legs! Oh, those dwarven legs! Right, go! Nothing can stop us!
Stupid
This takes
effects blocking the sight.
As you say! On my oath! Stand
That one's not getting up.
Anu! Over here! Over there! Strike out! Move now! Charge! I shall! Plow through! At last! Attack the arch! Move now! Range fast! Nothing can stop us! I'm unstoppable! Abreast base! Move! Boombat! Dwarfs ready access! It is an order! Will do! Charge! Warzaks! Get moving! Go! Ready to strike! Yes, Lord! Hey! Colours and four! Recursion! Dawi attack! Hey, dwarves! Alea blessing others! Stop! Range far! Range fast! Faster! Move! Back out! Move to attack! Go! Go! Move now! Nothing can stop us! Watch it! Strike out! Ah! Move now! Attack the earth! Blow through! Move now! Dawi,
And that one's shattered.
Casual! Coming down!
Ooh. That was going for the Runesmith or Grombrindle. Good shot. Good shot.
To war! Fast as you're able! Go! Plow through! To it! Put those dwarfen legs!
Oh, shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face.
Aye!
Nice.
Move to attack! No! Put those dwarfen legs! Attack the axe!
Get him, Slayers. Bring it down. Bye, Big Bird.
Get moving! My axe is ready! Move now! Charge! Ah, it's a game!
There we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all. Whoa, that poor dwarf. I'll see you all next time. Take care.